I'm willing to fight for what I have and to do what I excuse me, do what I need to do. I mean, don't think that the meek don't inherit the earth. I do. I find it's better just turn the other cheek, man. You know, if you, kind of a David and Goliath situation. I mean, the time comes when you take care of business, and certainly you don't want to cross these bridges, on the spur of the moment, and having not thought much about it, and uh, some things you want to think out in advance. But I'm pretty spiritual, man. I believe in the singularity. Everything is kind of connected in the universe. I do know a lot about mathematics, physics, sacred geometry, numbers that people just simply can't comprehend. Uh, I mean, I'm a reverse engineer kind of person, I take things and I kind of backtrack them, and that's what I guess I've done all my life, man, going down these rabbit holes as a writer and learning things that I never thought I would. And at any rate, though, nature has a way of healing itself and through implosion, and basically up till now, everything we've created as far as propulsion goes and energy is done through explosion. And not, in my opinion, not really. That's what Tesla was driving at. I mean, Einstein, he knew a lot. I mean, did a lot of great thinking, and I kind of try to put myself in his shoes. Sometimes walking around in this library, thinking about things, calling people, having correspondence, collaboration, and Tesla. Uh, what can you say? He understood a bit more about fractality and what went on in the universe, whereas Einstein just simply stated that action was spooky. What he saw at a distance. But yeah, there's a lot of great things I can get into as far as my stream of consciousness goes. But let me look back here at the chat real quick. Vibrant the Unstoppable says, it is a good time to catch up on the stuff we missed while we are busy running in the rat race, for sure. Yeah, you got that right, my friend. And I'm kind of I'm kind of digging toward it too. I'm for years all these boxes and things building up around the house, books laying around, little notes to myself from years past. Pictures, odds and ends, kind of just going through all this stuff and trying to minimalize things to an extent. But turning a library into a YouTube studio has been an interesting prospect. So Bingus has something interesting to say. The word meek has more to do with accountability and responsibility than being weak and turning the other cheek. Interesting. Okay. Let me say that again. The word meek has more to do with accountability and responsibility than being weak and turning the other cheek. Yeah? Bingus, man, you trip me out. I swear, man. I've met the most interesting people on YouTube. I know that we're all going to meet on the other side one day and have a little cocktail with one of them little umbrellas in it and smoke a big fat J, man, and kick back and kind of laugh about it. But I mean, unfortunately, I live in it's not a really friendly state when it comes to some of my needs, but we're working around all that. So y'all like my new set back there? Let me move out the way so y'all can see that. I just put those new bookshelves in. I had a lot of raw wood. I've built me a garden, and I planted some beans and cucumbers, garlic, green onions, a couple of other different things. I'd like to set something up inside too, but A new start is a good way to perceive it. This time we exist in now is a chance for transformation. Okay. Indeed, Tesla's understanding of reality is inspiring. It's hard to say how many different experiments he did, Like, his whole deal was to create infinite energy. He knew there was a way to tap into the Earth's field and do this. And, of course, when you look at E equals mc squared, which, is the energy equals the mass of something, times the speed of light squared. That means you, forgive me if I stated that wrong. I think that's correct, though. But it means that it will require infinite energy even to push an electron to the speed of light. But here's the funny part. And Bingus, you might find this interesting. And maybe you know this already. Bingus is a scientist now. He could, from a man could grow anything, and anyway, that's for another subject. But back to what I was saying, I've looked at the math, of Einstein's formulas. Now, certainly if we could travel at the speed of light, that would be one thing, but one reason that that's not possible. Now, of course, you all know, everybody's heard the story. You jump in a spaceship, and the faster you go in space, the slower time moves for you, and you come back a couple weeks later, everybody's aged years and years, 100 years, whatever. Now, that's true, but also one of the consequences of traveling toward the speed of light is that you become smaller and smaller. So in other words, when you're inside of that spacecraft, not only you, but the spacecraft actually shrink in size. Now, you wouldn't be able to discern that if you were in that spaceship, but if you made it to the speed of light, you would basically become zero. And that gets back to my point about Einstein's formulas in mathematics, and a lot of us that, well, I'm sure most people wanted to forget algebra many years ago, but for most of us, we remember one of the first things we learned in algebra is that you can't divide by zero. And in Einstein's math, there's a division by zero in the formula. Now, that little E equals mc squared, that starts out as a real big thing, and it gets down to that. But at some point, there is a division by zero, and that is the only reason why we can't travel at the speed of light. Now, that's what Einstein knew. Tesla knew something else. He understood that the speed of light was not even anything. That's basically everything in life is done through a transitional wave. And he was talking, Tesla understood what a longitudinal wave is. And that's the best example, is like a cat's cradle where those balls swing off. You pop one off and the other one pops off instantly. And if you do two pop off. But it doesn't matter if you have 1 billion balls there. It doesn't matter if you have balls stretched out across the universe. That action happens instantly, and it's much faster than the speed of light. So maybe that's interesting to you guys. It's also the foundation of gravity and all this other stuff, when you start looking at the platonic solids and the geometry of the atoms and things, and you start, you take these structures which basically stellate from dodecahedron to icosahedron and create a torus field. It's a field of infinite energy. Now, if you take the case of, say, two pine cones kissing, like, they both have the perfect structure of nature. A pine cone, most of the pine cones have like 8 and 13, which are the Fibonacci numbers, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, etc. And that that number is derived from phi, which is a number like pi that goes on forever. And if you graph it if you put it on a graph mathematically and look at the top view of it, it basically forms a funnel or an infinite field, if you will. What up, Big Donnie? Nice to see you, my local friend. Andy Taylor, how are you? Andy, I think I have connected with you lately, but you know what? I don't know if I have my pen. Imagine a writer not having a pen. What the heck, huh? Well, I got plenty of things I can talk about. Yes, Bing, it's the golden mean, the golden ratio. Uh, in my opinion, it's all over the Great Pyramid, both phi and pi, and you can look at it in different ways. But I think that a lot of the mysteries of the Earth are in the mathematics. So yes, the vortex math. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, you know it. It's the basis of everything. How nature creates. How trees have perfect branching. Uh, I mean, I don't know what to say about all that. It's a lot of pretty heavy hitting stuff there, kind of quantum physics, and it's a bit complicated for a lot of people to understand. Excuse me one second. Ooh, I had to clear my throat. Yeah, I got into some serious. I met a guy he was a young guy, 20 years younger than me. He knew a lot about quantum physics. He blew my mind with this stuff. But who knows? A lot of the mysteries of the earth that we can neither understand how they were created, these structures, or even who built them for that matter. Hunter, what's up, my man? You guys been doing okay? You know what? I wonder. Oh, you know what? I've had you guys on this screen the whole time, haven't I? Let me jump on over here. Oh, there's my new thumbnail. I like that, okay. No, that's not where I wanted to go. Where am I here? Let's see. Let's go back to the display. No, that was the main plane. Sorry, you guys, working out a little technical difficulties. Appears we have been indoctrinated to many false belief systems, hard to break loose. How can people think? Here's my deal. I remember all this stuff that I learned back in school. I mean, in American history, we didn't even learn about the Spanish influenza of 1918. How's that possible? And a lot of people didn't even know about it till a few months ago. I mean, 100 years from now, is anybody gonna remember the stuff that happened to us? I mean, humanity has a way of dealing with things. Go read Albert Camus' The Plague. He'll explain it to you. But back to what I got off key on there. Hey, Francisco Coppa, welcome to the House of Thrillers. Go Donnie Pie's round cornbread is square. Come on, man. Yeah, I can picture. He's got his own style over there, man, and I bet he's a little bit cooped up just like everybody else right now. And he's usually running the roads down there in Biloxi. Yep, yep. Oh man, we were on to some good stuff there. What was I talking about there? Francesco. Hunter, you kicking back, enjoying the show there tonight, my friend? Y'all like my new set? Got me some new lights up, my mic set up, all that good stuff. Welcome to the House of Thrillers, you guys. You're highly welcome. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I mean, I'm planning on doing a lot of stuff for this channel. I feel like I have a lot to give back. You know, I've started to develop a bit of a community now, and sometimes people ask me about, they've been writing a book, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can help you do it. A lot of people don't realize at first you've stumbled along, a real author that kind of knows the ins and outs and can help you do it the easy way. So, I'm going to tell you what you need to do and everything, but as soon as I can get these classes developed, and I'll do some classes and put together basically on there, and honestly, I've got like a ton of information, as far as I'm actually working on this class right now digitally. It takes some time and to work, get all that stuff together, but it won't, and for a good price too, I'll be able to kind of teach people how to do it the easy way. I mean, you take your idea, put it in a rough draft. I'm a great editor. I've got other people that do things. I can tell you what you need to do, and then when it comes time to make a transaction, I'll show you how to do it. But I'm real excited about that. I feel like I can help a lot of people. I think some channels could definitely have like a lot of big channels have a book on their, they promote things with. Sometimes they have a softback or an ebook. So, or even you might have a novel idea. So, hey, I'm everywhere. What's up, my friend? Welcome to the House of Thrillers. I just saved a video of yours the other day to look at. But yeah, I'm going to put these. I'll have a whole series of writing tutorials and, got different ideas and things for that. But if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Yeah, I got it's pretty set up back here now, and I just a little bit cramped. I'm a little bit tight where I'm sitting here, so I can't move around too good. I got me some sound effects too, man. I don't even know what kind of instrument this is. I'm gonna show y'all what this is in a minute, but this is see if y'all can see that, a hoo hoo. I think that's what it's called. Hoo hoo. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do some like different things, with some of my old writings and some kind of long-winded poetry, and make it kind of relaxing for you guys. Have a little series where I read and do some binaural activity and stuff that you can help go to bed at night. What do y'all think about that? Hunter, you know what a hoo hoo is? That's a hoo hoo, buddy. Anyway, I finally think I found an instrument that I can play. Yeah, let's see here, Donnie. Right now, write a little bit every day. Get your rough draft together, and then we're gonna get together. I want to look at it. Yeah, pinger pinger, a hoo hoo. I gotta get some music in my stream. I know it's kind of boring, but let's see what. Yeah, you like that hoo hoo, Hunter? Is that a hoo hoo? Or is that the name of the company? I don't know, man. It's hard to. There's a little icon thing right there that comes with it. I'm not really set up to show that kind of. It's got a little mount on the bottom. It's got like 7 different notes or something. I don't know. Scully, do you have any thoughts on staying creative when isolated from outside influences? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really get outside and film too much, so I'm always in isolation, and I find I'm the most creative when I'm alone and I can think about things and maybe come on here and rub some minds together with you guys. Yeah, did it sound pretty amazing? I couldn't hear it because some reason my headphones won't work tonight. I don't know what's wrong with it. I hope that my mic's not messed up. I tried a couple different sets in there, but oddly I can't seem to figure it out. You the man, says Donnie. Thanks, Donnie. Headed to the dream world. Y'all have a great night. Yeah, Bingus, you too, buddy. I'm going to be on regular now, and I promise I'll try to get on earlier. I know a lot of you guys are night owls, but I do have a lot of people that are daytime people, and I need to probably should do a couple of streams today. Anyway, definitely see you soon, buddy. Have a good one, Bingus. You guys get over there and check out his awesome channel. Okay, Hunter says he knows a couple of people that play it. Oh, the old stoner. Okay. Oh my. Yeah, I'll tell you what, my set does look pretty good. Let me see here. I wonder if y'all can. No, they don't show up too right. That's kind of a cool way to do it, man. You just kick back and check your phone out like that. Later, Bingus, Viper says. Welcome to the House of Thrillers, you guys. Digital Hitchhiker. Heck yeah. Man, I can't wait to see what you got. Oh, I just saw that on my phone. That looks kind of crazy. I wonder why that looks so grainy. Hell, I don't even know. I'm running 480p or what I got here. I gotta figure all that. Hunter in. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Test, 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 test. Let's see where my gain is at. Test, 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 test. I don't know. I think it sounds pretty good. Test, test. Sorry about that. Yeah, I hope everybody's staying lifted out there and keeping their head above water, getting some relief. I hope everything's working out with everybody's unemployment. Donnie, you got everything straightened out there, buddy? Hunter, you put all your stuff in for your relief and everything? What about you, Viprin? Let me look. I wonder if I missed it. I'm everywhere. Are you still out there, buddy? I didn't forget about you. Thanks for coming in. Francisco. Yeah, I'm going to get back into the flow here, I try to tell myself I don't have a lot of time on my hands right now, but I certainly do. And I'm getting some things done around the house, getting a little bit of maintenance done over there at the hair salon, getting back to some of my old writings. I've got a really nice book around here somewhere of all my travels I used to be on. I used to keep a journal of all that. Well, I might sometimes when I do a live, I might put on a clip mic, on my shirt so I can walk around and you guys can help me organize the library some nights, and I'll show you some of my awesome books. But I'm so glad it sounds. I can't hear it because my headphones won't work for some reason tonight. I wish I had somebody could tell me why that is. I hope it's not something wrong because this is a brand new mic. I'll give you a holler soon, man. I've got your number written down. Let me make sure. I know I do. It's in this folder right here. Believe me, Donnie, you're in this folder, man. I've got you written. Let me look at that. Make sure. Let's see here. There's so much stuff I've got written down. So I guess you pretty much shut down all the way, huh? Kind of not even delivering any groceries or anything. Where's everybody's phone numbers? My goodness. Just not that good, well organized. Okay, I think it's right here. Oh, hell, I don't know what I did with it, actually. Fuck is that, man? I know I just seen it the other day, man. One of them pieces of papers. My bad, bro. Oh, you just throwing it up there. All right. I guess I'll just put it up there. I don't know, man. My family and I are all healthy and happy here in New Zealand during our lockdown period. I can see good things coming as long as we stay vigilant. I hear you guys are really ahead of the curve over there. I commend you for that. I imagine the isolation is difficult. 38-week check, 1K week. Hey, spend it wisely, my friend. I'm definitely relieved that my sound sounds on point. So yeah, sometimes I feel like I need to get the mic a little bit closer. Yeah, that's true. I notice a lot of those big YouTubers, man. They got where the mic hangs above them and they can move that thing around. But this Yeti, it's really heavy, man. You just kind of have to. It's got a connector for that, but I think I just got to keep it a little bit closer to me there. How's that sound, you guys? Pretty good? Sorry about that. Yeah, what else is going on, you guys? So far, so good. How many pages is the book right now, Donnie? Oh, I remember now. 5555. I can remember 831, man. That's a lot of numbers down here. That's funny. I'll give you a call soon. Yeah, how many pages is it? I mean, I'm a pretty good editor, so there's about 50 beginning mistakes that people make, and I'm pretty good at spotting them. And I have a great editor myself. He's also helped me co-write, Dutch Coffee Shop. A couple of scenes he worked, on as far as from a legal standpoint, and he had so many great ideas that we put together, and then I basically wrote it, verbatim how we discussed it, and so Wow, expat pay. I guess they don't want me putting that comment up there. Man, I know about Duterte. I feel for you, brother. That dude is hardcore, man. I don't really have much I'm going to say publicly about him, but I believe he's a bit of a hypocrite. So, Mike on flower. What? Oh my god. Mike on flower. Yeah, coming straight from YouTube. One story every night for 12 months. 444 story. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I haven't done any editing for a while, man. I got into YouTube almost a year and a half ago, and then I started realizing, damn, you getting ready to make videos yourself. That's crazy. Y'all remember your first videos? We've all come a long way. Hunter, man, your channel looks great, dude. Like, you've been doing really good. Donnie got his own style too, man. He's entertaining. Man, that's crazy we can't go to on these channels. How are you supposed to do that? That's crazy, man. Are we literally gonna have to like minimize the screen and then hit the hourglass to go type in people's channel names if we're on a live stream? That's crazy. Y'all know what I mean? Who thinks that's nuts? We're gonna do it live, one chapter at a time. Amazing. Now I'll tell you what. I'm planning on writing a book live on YouTube. I don't know. You know, I've got some skills and things. I feel like with a community now, I'll put something neat together, and then we'll let you guys control the fate of the characters. You know, say if y'all think somebody needs to be taken out or somebody new needs to be introduced, I've got some really good ideas for that. And then we'll publish it. We'll actually publish it, and I'll read it and put all my sound effects in it. And maybe we'll start something new on YouTube like that. Well, I'll be honest with you. It's probably Viper, and I mean, unless you're a big channel, say 100,000 subscribers, I think they're suppressing most of what's being talked about. Like if it gets too hardcore, but who knows what the algorithms are being, told what to do right now. But I know there's probably a lot of people at YouTube headquarters that are just going home for now, and they've upped the ante with the algorithms. And I don't know if y'all noticed, they said that it could be that some of our videos getting taken down for no reason right now, to just be patient with YouTube because they're with the lack of manpower right now. Well, YouTube's in a lot of countries, man. There's a lot of different cultures that they're dealing with, and they're wanting to expand most certainly. And I mean, y'all can look back a couple months back. We were all dealing with like all that hot FTC mess, and now look at like with what's going on now. That seems to be put on the back burner. I mean, the reality of it is we don't want somebody else parenting our kids anyway. But I mean, I mean, there is no First Amendment on here when you're dealing with corporations and things that simply don't want certain types of data being transmitted on their platforms. You gotta understand that. Like, if you had started a business with your own blood, sweat, and tears, and you like things done a certain way, I mean, if you put a law for years and you made a success out of that, and somebody tries to come in there and reinvent the wheel, they're gonna learn real quick. It's my way or the highway. I mean, don't take for granted that people are in business for themselves. They took a lot of it takes a lot of years to realize that, yeah, I don't have a boss anymore, but like the public is my boss, and I feel like the best way to cater to a crowd is how I do things, and you want to be a part of it, I can show you what needs to be done, and then I'll show you how to do it. But other than that, I mean, y'all agree with that? Yeah, let me see here. Snapchat. Oh God, it don't make any sense at all. I know, man. You pretty much have to exit the stream, then type it into a new tab. I think it is. Yeah, it is, man. What kind of nonsense is that? Is it, you know what? Maybe it's a way they're trying to get people to get rid of all these crazy names. Like they want better, cleaner names that people can remember, and like, cause the problem I already saw was some people have a name that like 100 other people are using, and if you go to type it in their name, you can't even find them. It used to be you just click on the icon. One second, you guys. Well, I gotta turn the mic off when I clear my throat, man. I'll tell you. Put your videos up late at night. Nobody's on YouTube. It's getting overloaded. Did a lot of research. I'm always, getting nowhere quick. I'm like ready to upload at 5 in the afternoon. For some reason, I can't get the thing processed till midnight sometimes anyway. But I figure, hey, man, I'm not trying to keep on it. I didn't get into this business, the pursuit of this business in YouTube to have to be on some kind of schedule. And I know some people say, do this way, schedule it out, you got to have this plan. But I think once you learn how this stuff works, you take it in stride, and to think to have to adhere to a schedule, I mean, that's crazy. I don't want to do things that way. I know sometimes I used to panic when I'd get 3-4 days behind on a reading, but honestly, I just took some steps back. I feel like I've had pretty good growth, and a lot of you guys amaze me. You come in here and spend time with me, and I appreciate it. Where you could be doing other stuff, you're sitting here listening to me, and I want to give y'all some value back. However I can do, as far as, the writing goes. And you can meet a lot of interesting people in my streams, I feel like. Yeah, I heard that the internet was completely over, mostly with people watching Netflix. But yeah, it's always changing. I mean, it's such a dynamic platform, YouTube. I really do love it, man. I stopped watching TV. I was watching so many YouTube videos back in like 2015 is kind of when I started watching YouTube videos on my phone. And then, like, I was like, had all this information at my fingertips, and I just devoured. I got to a point where I stopped writing for a bit. I was devouring so much info and going down these routes. I was like questioning everything I ever learned in school. But yeah, you probably get into some radical stuff. It might lead you astray, but I think I found my way back, and to things credible. But yeah, I was watching, and then I suddenly came across this guy, like D Nimmin, and I was like, he was talking about like if you find yourself watching TV and you're not watching TV anymore and you're just looking at YouTube videos, and like maybe you should think about trying to make one yourself, and like figure out what it is you do and what kind of talents you have. And well, with your phone that's in your pocket, you have the ability to do this. And I was like, yeah, it's true. So I made this crazy video about hair, and I mean, it was just kind of a monotone. It wasn't I took it down last year, but Donnie says, always pull it from your comments. Working fine from your comments. They want to leave chats, to not chat to growth. Amen. Have a great stream. Hey man, thanks Viprin. I think I'm subscribed to you. Hey, Nature's Simplistic Beauty. Welcome to the House of Thrillers. It's nice to see you. I've got a video of yours in my watch later. I think I saw one the other day, too. Hey, I appreciate you coming in. Well, you never know. The only way a lot of people ask me, how do you write a book? And I'm like, well, you got to put your fingers on the keyboard and start typing. Books don't write themselves, right? Yeah, I know, man. Here I am. I mean, I'm not like, I never got rich and famous from it. I think you got to write 8 or 9 books and have a pretty good bit of success. But I mean, things are changing. You know, books are going out in a different way. And anyway, publisher got in my car, so I have a great publisher lined up. Just need a ride or something to do the book. Awesome. All right. I started from a cheating wife, and my YouTube blew up when she tried to take my kids. So that's my story, my YouTube. Yes. I definitely think that, Hunter, you're going to write a book one day about your YouTube journey, and I'm going to be the first one to buy a copy. Yeah, Nature, I took some steps back. I felt like it was a lot of growth in a short time. I never thought I would hit 1,000 subscribers in 6 months. I thought it would take me a year or two, but I got there a little bit quicker than I ran the race pretty fast, and and I wanted to take some steps back to make sure things were going professional, and we've put a lot of time and effort into this channel and building a studio back here in the library, and I hope y'all like the way everything looks. Audio seems to be on point. It's so unfortunate we just can't click over and look at each other's channels now. I don't know. Maybe that'll go back. I mean, do y'all notice sometimes with your YouTube app on your phone, it changes the way it scrolls and the way this and that? Like, it's like they experiment with things. I think they're going to get a lot of flack about that, but it's either because they're trying to get people to maybe come up with cleaner channel names, or they're just trying to, I mean, why would they want to? That's the funny thing about networking channels and streams. That's the basis of this platform, is community, network. So I feel like a lot of big people give network streams a bad name, and when they probably, maybe some of them deserve more than their due. I mean, I don't know. The funny thing is, like, all the people that, excuse me, people that I learned how to do YouTube from, is they're not really doing it like for entertainment. They're teaching the 50, what is it now, 50 million channels or small creators like us. They're tapping into that 50 million pool, whereas like people that network to each other are doing the same thing, and that's only like 2 to 3% of the whole viewership on YouTube. 97% of the other people just watch YouTube like we did before we made videos. So I think it's a little bit hypocritical. I think we eventually find our own way anyway. But see, for me, part of my future of my channel, I want to help people publish books for their channels where you have something to promote yourself, and I'll be tapping into the I think maybe in a short time we'll be at like 75 million small creators. But last I heard, it was about 2 billion people a month logging onto YouTube. Yeah, you like my background? Oh. You always have the yummy looking fruits and things. I'm sorry, I haven't been over there in a while. I've just been so busy. Yeah, I'm here to help if I can. I mean, I still got a lot to learn myself. I mean, I feel like I'm about to start making some money off of this pretty soon, but we'll see how that goes. I still feel like I'm a bit ahead of where I was going to be at this point, so I'm just enjoying myself. I mean, this time at home has been a bit refreshing. You know, for some of my other family, it's been difficult, and I'm just trying to stay positive. You know, what about you guys? Nature, you're over in Australia, aren't you? I know things are a bit hectic over there. Y'all seem to be having the situation under control pretty good. It is a struggle keeping up with everything. I mean, maybe one day we'll have help with some of the stuff that's hard to get to. I mean, there was that guy. He sold his YouTube channel for like $3 million. He did videos about epoxies, and this company came along, wanted to buy his channel, and they gave him $3 million for it because they had a company that made epoxies too. But like they just rehired him back because they had a whole bunch of other products that they wanted to basically put in the same kind of format as his content, and just they did all that, and their sales just like quadrupled overnight. But yeah, I mean, you put a good concept into play, and maybe someday somebody offers you money for your channel. You never know. That's a whole nother idea there. Oh yeah, you're in the USA. My bad. Yeah, I haven't been out too much. My house is pretty clean. You know, I'm very conscious of what comes inside from out there, and I feel like we're 99% green zone here. So once we get home to our lovely house, you know, we can do what we want. Don't have to worry about anything. You can touch your face as much as you want. But when I go out there, I've taught myself not to touch my face. I just walk around with a little rag in my hand with some alcohol on it. It reminds me not to basically touch anything. So I know it's a little bit crazy, but it works. It was a suggestion of David Price, pulmonologist at Cornell and medical in New York, one of the most prestigious hospitals in the nation. And by the way, this he put a video out last week that basically said there are nothing but COVID patients there, and he sees them all day long, and he's seeing the same thing over and over. So he was optimistic. I mean, he's like, as long as we keep our social distancing, and you know, you wash your hands, and just basically be conscious of where your hands are, and then when you get home, you clean them up and wipe your doorknob off and all that good stuff, and you're safe. You know, might be a couple of rough weeks ahead, but I think you guys stay strong, and we'll get through it and keep your immune. Especially if y'all need some help with getting your immune system up, get over there and look at Nature's Simplistic Beauty. She has all kind of videos that can help you with that. In fact, I think I need to get over there and look at some things. I've incorporated. I've been kind of bad the past day. I haven't much turmeric and garlic, and you know, I put some curry and ginger and stuff every day. I've been putting that in my food, and like some apple cider vinegar, and maybe a little bit of baking soda and some water, and just try to bring the pH up a little bit, more alkaline. But yeah, I got a garden going, trying to get some produce together. I got some beautiful green onions already coming up, and my cucumbers are just blowing up. That I went out into the driveway last night, and they were just like, their leaves were just praying to the moon, man. It was like, yeah. I got a 5 gallon bucket out there. I just throw all kind of produce and things that, you know, decomposition back there, cut the ends off your lettuces, all the different things from the kitchen, and throw that in there with some nice green, yellow grass, add a little nitrogen that way, and just, throw some eggshells, maybe some coffee grains. Now I stir it up a little bit each day, and then I, make a tea out of that, and I kind of been feeding them that. But I don't know if y'all know. So I'm not the biggest green thumb. I'm been watching a lot of videos about growing plants and things. So back in the old days, everybody had a garden in their yard. My dad, he grew corn and beans and tomatoes. Let me see how long we've been going. I've been going for an hour. That's cool. You got a garden, nature? Yeah, I like this setup. I just hope that nobody comes back here and messes with my stuff. But I'm sure that will happen. I think tomorrow night we'll get into some reading and stuff. I've got my other novel here, Laissez, Bon Temps Rouler, about an old Cajun man who loses his crawfish farm to the Gulf oil spill. He's an 87-year-old Cajun man named Michel Boudreaux. Whoa, yeah, that mic can pick up that sound of that computer then. It's like, wow. Hello. Test, 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 test. Somebody has been messing with my mic. Yeah, I definitely want to. Every day, excuse me, every day I try to plant one new thing, and every day I've put a couple more seeds out to try to get them to open up. All right, Hunter, man, I appreciate you coming in. Oh, 150 milligrams of zinc. Okay. And tonic water. Oh, with the quinine, I did hear about that today. So that's like a zinc, 150 milligrams of zinc with tonic water. Got you, brother. I'm definitely adding that to the list. Okay. You guys are so welcome here. I appreciate you giving me your time, and I hope that I was able to cure a little bit of boredom for you guys as much as we've been cooped up. I encourage you to pursue your dreams and, hang in there and know that this will all be over. It's not the end of the world. In many ways, the playing field could be leveled for a lot of people and gives a lot of people a new chance. But yeah, everybody's at a different level with this thing, so you just be patient with people. And I'll scroll up. Let me see here. Yeah, you guys, man, I'm just trying to keep it up, everything together over here. I got all this stuff I'm working on, and everybody's here at the house, so a lot of times I can't get back here to do anything. But anyway, we're doing okay, and my son, he's missing his friends and his school, and it's been a little bit tough for him. Anyway, we've kind of been helping out at the local school, making some lunch for like the homeless people here and there. And, there's people out there that don't really have a lot of access to food and may find themselves in a difficult situation, especially like if they're not able to get their stimulus check, and it'd be a little bit complicated. So I'm really hoping and praying that people just staying safe and have something to eat out there. Uh, and some parts of the world, it's kind of crazy right now, and seeing the crowds over in India, my goodness, boy, I tell you, they told all them people to go home in India, and it was like mass exodus. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna get these hours in now. I'm playing around now. I'm gonna get monetized and everything, and try to get on to the next part of it. But oh my gosh, gotta get some music into the stream. Oh my gosh, how's everybody doing out there tonight? Nature, everybody misses everybody. I don't know. We got pretty good bit of food up in this on this land, and it's just gonna be a matter, can the truck drivers get to it? It's just well known in these type situations that warehouses full of food can sit there and rot. You know what I mean? So let's just hope that our truck drivers stay healthy and they can have a quick passage from A to B, and we can just keep that supply chain rolling like that. I mean, I do think there's probably not going to be as many restaurants going back. I mean, you're going to probably find out like what food means, and I mean, a lot of all our life we've been given all these choices. In the grocery store, you got 20 different choices of everything. So, but I mean, as you get older, you get wiser, and you want to become more self-dependent and get back to growing some food and fishing and hunting and eat natural things that have natural vitamins and minerals and things like that. Get away from all this stuff with preservatives in them, and some fresh produce, stuff like that. Keep our immune system strong. I think it's important with this that you have a strong immune system, and I mean, there's certainly other determining factors. I think people that smoke, it makes it a little bit difficult, and I'm a smoker, so but I am very thin, and they say thinner people aren't suffering so bad from it. Unfortunately, for it's more men than women that are getting serious with it, but I think we'll know more about it soon. I think a lot of people have had it and they didn't realize it, so yeah, I mean, we're going to get back to what's important, no doubt. I mean, without a doubt, in so many ways, the world's going to be a healthier place after this is over with. I mean, we're all learning, we need some vitamin D, we need some vitamin C, and, this and that, and, you know, unfortunately, some people that have led unhealthy lives may succumb to this in the end, and I know it's sad, but the world's a big place, and I think Mother Nature has a way of balancing her act. I do pray for a lot of people in the world. So, think about all the suffering that's going on right now. It's a very difficult time. I understand plague from reading literature. But humanity's pretty. What's the best way to say that? I mean, all of humanity responds in similar ways to certain things. That's the best way I can put that. As a writer, you hope that maybe you get one line in the annals of literature. Uh, that's all you can hope for. I mean, there are some books that have stood the test